this was supposed to be the intro, but Gala decided to photobomb. Thank you, Gala, we love you. I finally managed to get Gala out of the way, so let's do an intro for real. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial for how to build a circular neighborhood on your island. I did one of these previously which you can go catch up on. It is on a stream, so it was slightly longer and there will be chats and stuff. But I'll link it in the description if you want to see how that one turned out. But this one I'm going to do slightly differently and run you through the process so you can have one on your very own island. These are great for compact neighborhoods if you don't have a lot of area left for your villager homes. So if you like the sound of that, please remember to like the video. Also subscribe if you're new here. We would love to have you as part of the channel. But let's get into this. So for step one, you want to make sure that you have a nice big area cleared out. You want it all to be fully flat. If you look back at my map for my other neighborhood, which you can see right here, it's just over 1 square wide. So you need to bear that in mind for when you're clearing out the area. It's not a massive area, but it is something that you do need quite a bit of space for, but we will map it out and we'll make sure that everything fits just right. So if you need to make some changes as you go along, you can. So for step number 2, what you want to do is lay out a circular path, or as close to circle as you can get, in the center of your area that you've left clear. I'm using this lovely dirt path. I'll put the creator code on the screen. This is by @crossingwithliz and I love this path so much. It's perfect for what I'm after for this island and it's just a gorgeous color. So I'm starting by sketching out the circle by going around. As you can see, because this is more of a natural island, this is kind of my glamping area, I'm trying to make it not fully symmetrical, plus it works out easier for when you're trying to create a circle because they are hard to do. So I always say start with it outside and then kind of work your way in. Make sure that you've got your kind of center point in the top of the circle so you know where the middle area is. It will just make it easier later on for when it comes to decorating and putting the houses in. And then just fill the area with all of the dirt. And it's quite simple really. If you did want to do a square, you could totally do a square. If you're doing more of a town island, it is going to be a bit harder to kind of achieve that. The dirt path definitely helps to create those natural edges for it. In the center, I don't know if I've already said this, but I'm going to put like a campfire area so it'll be very relaxed and cozy for my villagers. And then just finally finishing it off, popping those bits in. There's always one little bit that falls outside of placing paths. And then here it is. Then it will look something like this. And we have our kind of centerpiece. With my other area, I did a pond in the center, which was cute. You could do a few different things with this, but this is what I'm doing for this one. So it should look something like this. So once you've got your centerpiece area all figured out, it's time to lay down where you want your plots of houses to go. I would recommend starting with the top house and then work out and around it, as there's only one at the middle. This is why earlier I said it was important to remember where your middle point was in the circle that you created, because this is kind of how you're going to line up your center house. Remember that the plots are 4x3, that is the main house size, but when you place them down they are actually 4x4, but that line at the beginning you can always relay paths if you need to. So I figured out where I want the top plot. Now I'm going to work on the right hand side, again just repeating what I did. You may be thinking, well, why are you putting the dirt path down? And that's because we can check on the map the placement of where we've put things, so we can make sure that it looks okay and we can make any adjustments that we want to later. And then it is just pretty much repeat. Figure out where you want your plots and just keep putting them down. Just a little tip to make sure that your paths are all lined up. feel free to run across the line just to make sure that your kind of plots are going to be in the straight line that you want them to be, and also just kind of think of it as like a grid in your head to figure it out. Do not worry when you're placing these paths, you can always edit your circular area if you need to. I think I might have to go back and fix mine. It's looking a little bit chunky on that right hand side, but yeah, you will get the hang of it, and then once you do, it should look something like this. So here it is. Please excuse Piper. We are having photo bombers left, right and centre today. I think it's because it's a bug off, but irrespective, this is kind of what it looks like. It's all laid out nicely. My two plots in the bottom here, I have decided to bring them in a little bit of a square or two, just so it kind of feels more of a curvature to it. And then once we have all this in place, the next step is obviously to fill the plots in. So let's skip ahead and do that. The next part is definitely the most time consuming part, and that is moving in all of your villager homes into the area. I didn't look at the map before I did this. I probably should have done that to figure out who I need to move in. I'm pretty sure Cherry needs to move in, so we're gonna move her in. And then, yeah, time traveling forward a day and then moving in the next plot. If you're not a time traveler, then this is going to take a long time, because moving 5 houses, that's 5 days worth. So I would definitely recommend time traveling to do this, because kind of the willpower to decorate may have gone after 5 days. But yeah, nonetheless, getting this out the way is not only not too expensive now, so that's a bonus. Once you've finally managed to get all of your villagers' homes moved in on the right plots, it should look something like this on your map. As you can see, it looks kind of like a pentagon, but all of the houses are quite symmetrical, really cute looking. And then once you look in your game, it should look like this. And then the next thing to do is decorate. So I did play around with the center path a tiny little bit by the entrance. For the circle build, I really feel like it would be a great way to make a bit of an entrance. So I've added in some little cliffs. I think I'll get some plain party lights in there at some point as well, just to really frame the area and make it clear that this is the way you enter into the neighborhood. Whilst I'm doing this, I will say I did run out of trees. This isn't fully how I'm going to decorate it. I did run out of a few items, so I'm just giving you a glimpse as to how I would decorate this. It is going to remain on my island, so I don't know why I'm making it sound like I'm going to get rid of it after. I'm not. I am going to add to it. Maybe I'll do a bit of decorating, work on it a bit on stream or something. But yeah, I've gone in with the bonfire in the middle. If you're not looking for this sort of thing, which I understand this theme is very specific to this island, then maybe like a water fountain, or maybe a nice little arrangement with some flowers, some cute little things in the center there would be nice. Maybe a wishing well, you could circle the path around it. That would be a nice touch as well. It totally depends on what theme you're doing as to what would look great in the middle. But if you're doing these, I would recommend making sure that you do get a bit of a statement piece in the middle to really draw the eye in. I'm trying to layer it with lots of different things, lots of flowers, wheat fields. I'll get some glowing moss in there, some green leaf piles as well. And then I do like to add little things. Later on, I will add in some like musical items, so it really does feel like everyone can gather around the bonfire and just sing a song, relax. And also the good thing about these areas is if you want your villagers to have a little bit of a yard, they can do. So you can put something cute outside the villager homes, maybe decorate it a little bit. A little bit of a barbecue might be good for this island or something like that. Something, a hammock, somewhere where they can relax. I do love to put doormats under the villager homes, so I'm doing that as well, just for a little pop of colour and something different. I tried to make this happen, it didn't happen. Why are you trying to make fetch happen? Oh my god. But yeah, that is what that was all about. But yeah, it didn't work. Diagonal door mats aren't a thing and shouldn't be a thing. But good to experiment. I've forgotten what else I was going to say. Oh yes, so these exteriors on the houses, these are going to change up. I'm going to try and get it to the point where they're all log cabins, but that does involve speed running Happy Home Paradise, which I don't have the willpower to do at the moment. I'm trying to do it on a daily, just go in, just do one. It's not happening. Someone did recommend that to me, and with all good intentions, I should do it, but I'm just slacking. So might be a while before we get there, but once that's done, I think this area will look a lot more cohesive, having all of the same color tones on the villager houses. I might switch them up a tad here and there just to see what works, but yeah, that is my end goal for these neighborhoods, to have them log cabins so that the villagers can really feel like they are kind of welcome, and its glamping experience is just going to be amazing. But obviously that's very specific to my island, so do whatever works for you. As I say here, I am just trying to get some trees in. I did run out of kind of hardwood trees. We had a lot of cedar trees around, but I really want to mix and match the tree types and then enclose the whole area so it is totally separated off from the rest of the island, and the only way to access it will be through the beach, hopefully. Maybe you can sneak through just for ease of access through the trees, but it might be hard to do that. I feel like I don't know what's up with me at the moment. I'm just loving things surrounded by trees and like enclosed in. I'm not doing very much terraforming on this island, so maybe that's why, just making good use of all the trees. But yeah, here is me just decorating. And yeah, I think it's a nice touch that you could add decoration areas to the corners. You could also totally surround this by a cliff. If you did this more centrally, you could imagine doing that. A sunken circular neighborhood, that would be amazing. I would love to see someone do that. If you do want to do one of these neighborhoods and you decide to fully surround it with cliffs, please let me know, because I would love to see a picture of it. And then I feel like that we're pretty much done for now. I will come back to it at a later date, and as I say, we'll get some more details in there. So here is the final neighborhood. As I say, definitely feel free to play with this and mix it up, change it up to whatever suits your style, but I've given you the outline as to how to make it, and obviously you can go away and do it yourselves now, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, this is just a really cute way. I feel like villager homes, neighborhoods, they're normally so large, so there is no need for that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you feel that you can go away and be a bit more creative with your neighborhoods nowadays. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you again soon with another video. Bye bye.